They say that time slows down at the moment of death. Well, in Eve, when your time comes, you get to witness your own demise in slow motion. It started out like any other day. We were going into Delph, and we were going to go shoot a structure. Simple, right?
Please light it.
It's up.
Come on, dudes. Let's get this on the go. Like, everyone bridge for an alliance with the Fortizar.
Recon is flying with Pandemic Legion today, and we feel the rogue battleships that can hit well above 200 kilometers, and a few long-range dreadnoughts to help pause the structure timer. Our allies brought Nightmares and Eagles to provide a buffer in the medium to close engagement ranges.
Load Spike, shoot the Fortizar with 2 guns.
Waiting for us on grid was again the Imperium Baltic fleet with capital support. Knowing that it was simply an armor timer, we didn't think the enemies would put up too much of a fight. Until they of course jumped in a few dozen long-range dreadnoughts against our own.
Okay, we're going to shoot LIG now. Should be looking ANG as well. Keep shooting him. Make sure you got the second one.
Not to be outdone, we dropped our own anti-capital dreadnoughts right on top of theirs. This battle is just getting started. With our capitals on grid, they began tearing apart the enemy dreadnoughts, and our sub-capitals allies began charging into the enemy Baltic fleets to take advantage of their poor tracking at close range and to duck under the dreadnoughts' guns.
Shoot Jason now. Shoot Jason now. Okay, let's go now. Let's go now. On Clarkina now. So we're shooting Clarkina now.
The capital escalation continued, and where the Imperium would drop capitals, we would drop more. The Imperium thought that they would jump in 150 supercarriers and begin dismantling our dreads. But we weren't done.
Jump to Blazing Bunny. The ones that
we have a
X'd and
bridge
undocked
naked here.
are jumping to Blazing Bunny now.
Once you press jump, friends, make sure you're focusing on your dreads and your subs.
And then
We still need to
LE.
win the sub fight.
And LE. Yeah, but please, we're crushing subs still.
Guys, you'll be getting dread primaries in broadcasts, and I'll be typing them in fleets. You will have to load up a hostile super and titan only overview for right now, because we will be shooting supers.
Some ECM bursts.
Dread primary broadcast is coming through. Dread primary broadcast is coming through.
Yeah, siege.
Yes.
Siege, stop your ship and siege.
With the enemy supercarriers committed to the fight, we jumped in 150 supercarriers of our own, but the enemies were prepared for this. Here is an excerpt from the folks over at Talking in Stations.
Oh, this is getting big.
So this is actually a lot of risk for PAPI because they're dropping in on an enemy fortress, on an enemy Fortizar. That's
Right,
anti-cap.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. But not only that, but it's an armor timer, so it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, if you look, there's capitals jumping in there. Are those blue supers?
They are indeed. So those are the PAPI supers beginning to load grid,
Oh, and they're
And they are
landing right on the
also
Titan.
being
Rip.
surrounded by titans.
Are any supers loaded grid on global right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you load with
Do
your
not-
mods? Did you load with your mods?
What do you mean
Yes.
by yes?
Do you have modules fit to your
Yes.
NICs?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Once your supers load, you are not touching anything. Titans
Titans
undock. Titans undock.
It was too late. Well over 100 of our supercarriers have already jumped in. And on top of them were a dozen enemy Titans in position with the area of effect Doomsday weapon primed and ready. All they can do now is hope they survive.
Everybody, all your supers and all your faxes that you just jumped to YZ9, take your hands off your keyboard for those screens. You're holding your invul as long as possible. Get your Titans undocked and keep following subcap primaries.
Nate, little Nate,
Yes.
what is your Nyx armor at? Are you getting hit by all these?
No, it's entirely missing. I only have 50%
Okay, who's
shield.
getting hit by somebody who's getting hit needs to tell me their armor percentage now.
I'm at 88.
I'm
Okay.
at 90.
94.
Okay, I don't care about
98.
Aeons. I only want Nyx's.
98 Nick's at 90.
Yeah,
Okay,
90.
thank you.
All right, team, all fighters out. Fighter bombers out. You're going to primary Hippojacks. Hippojacks in the Erebus. Keep putting your fighters. You're doing good, friends. Just make sure you're dumping all your fighter attacks into Hippojacks in the Erebus. If they want to kill us, I'm going to kill every single one of these fucking Titans, too.
How's it going, bud?
28% shield.
Okay. Are you receiving any rep?
From one, but not anymore.
Okay, we're trying, bud.
A bosun spooling on me.
Scary.
All Titans to Drake. All Titans to Drake.
The trap failed. The enemies may have miscalculated the amount of Titans required for the maneuver, and post-battle analysis showed that they would have needed twice the number of Titans to be effective against the supercarriers. And now, with about 100 friendly Titans on grid, our enemies are the one who are now trapped. so our Titans brought their weapons to bear against the remaining enemy capital ships.
You guys are doing fucking fantastic across all fronts. Keep this up. All Titans on grid. All Titans on grid. You're locking up Mining, Anomaly, Defender, Doomsday's green. All Titans on grid. Anybody who's loaded at this point, you're locking up Mining, Anomaly, Defender, and Doomsday's are green.
The enemy forces now scramble to tether up their supercarriers and destroy any interdiction spheres surrounding them with the Fortizar's point defense system so that they can jump out. But they're not having much luck due to lag.
Everyone go ahead and X and fleet in your Titan in fleet chat if your DD timer is up. Alright, Sisa, Finn's Titan, everyone up. Go ahead and throw your Doomsdays into Zeratul once you lock it.
Make sure you guys are trying to jump your dreads out. There's not a bunch of bubbles on y'all.
When the dust had finally settled, the elaborate trap cost the Imperium forces 16 Titans and 32 supercarriers. In addition, 87 dreadnoughts and 291 battleships were lost, a total bill of 2.6 trillion ISK. Meanwhile, we suffered around 800 billion ISK in losses, most of which came from the 228 dreadnoughts lost. Great fight, everyone. I'm sure this would be the first of many graveyards in the region of Delve. Please leave me a like and comment if you were there, and as usual, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you next time.